Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Salazar's Revenge, as it's now called. My understanding was it was always Dead Man Tell No Tales, but it is now Salazar's Revenge for some reason, and unfortunately I don't know what that reason is, but that is now the title. Maybe it's a UK thing, I'm not really sure. But I went to see this the other day with my son, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Um, And while I wouldn't say that I'm a huge fanboy when it comes to the Pirates of the Caribbean films, um, I have to varying degrees enjoyed all of them to a certain degree. Obviously, the first one was pretty lightning in the bottle, even though I didn't lose my mind over that one either. And then a lot of people would argue that they got progressively worse as the sequels went on. Now, seeing some reviews going into seeing this film at the cinema, a lot of reviewers who I trust were kind of saying things like, this is kind of bucking the trend, and this is arguably the best one since the first one. And after seeing it, I would neither agree nor really disagree about that statement that a lot of them were made. It's, for me, very much in a lot of ways the same as always. What we're getting here with this movie, it's these movies really essentially are very formulaic, and each one really kind of it's like a copy and paste of the last. And there's no real exception here with this one either. But we'll go into a little bit more detail now. The story here is really Will Turner's son. You see him at the beginning of the movie. He's only a boy, and he searches out his father, who is, as you remember from the end of the third Pirates of the Caribbean film, he's been cursed to be in Davy's locker, and his son vows to free his father from the curse, and then it like shoots to 9 years later, and he learns that he needs Captain Jack Sparrow's help to be able to find the Trident of Poseidon, which is the one thing that can free all the curses of the ocean. And he wants to find this to free his father from his curse. But also in pursuit the English and Javier Bardem's character, who was wronged by Captain Jack when he was young, and he's now, if you like, a captain of a ghostly ship who preys on other ships, and he's seeking out revenge on Jack. And that is pretty much the story here. There's a young lady in the who everyone keeps referring to her as a witch, mainly because she's got brains, and nobody can really figure out. They must obviously she has to be a witch if she's clever, and she's really the love interest of the Will Turner's son's character. But she's got a little bit more to her than that. Kind of reasonably fleshed out character. So the story, they go off on an adventure, and really the stories doesn't make as much sense in this. It doesn't make any more sense in this movie than any of the others. It's just really a reason to go on this massive thrill ride of pirates and battles and ships and music and comedy, and you get all that in spades in this movie. When they give you the action set pieces, they're great with the Pirates of the Caribbean music blasting off in the background. You've got great performances again by Johnny Depp. I mean, it's his seminal role. Are we getting bored by his character by now? The fact that we're kind of discussing that says probably so, but he's still great as Captain Jack. There's no denying it. You've got Jeffrey Rush. You've got some other characters returning, and everybody knows these characters now so well. They know exactly what they're doing with them. They don't really give you much else any different. So I think this film slots perfectly into the series. Is it stronger than the others? Yeah, probably, other than the first. But I don't think it stands head and shoulders above any of the other sequels. For me, it felt very similar in a lot of ways, and that's not a negative. I enjoyed it. Me and my son both enjoyed it. It was good fun, but let's not pretend really that this film isn't anything other than a huge summer blockbusting popcorn movie with very little story and uggings of effects, and it's all on the screen. All the effects, you know. I mean, there's nothing looks dodgy. It all looks very good, but it does kind of feel like you've seen it all before. There was nothing really. There was no risks really taken with this movie. They didn't really do anything different with Jack. It was just another adventure. It was just another pirates film. But there is an awful lot of fun to be had with the movie, and it's a great film to go and see with a family. But it ain't gonna change your world. You know what I mean? It's nothing amazing.